I was in the graduation class when I was drafted. All the boys from our class were enlisted. We were 17 years old then. I was sent for apprentice training to the town of Ivanovo. We were trained to handle the American Aerocobra aircraft engines. Before we could complete our training, we were transferred to the city of Tula. Once we arrived at the local airfield, we were told our pilots will be French, and that there was nothing to worry about. But none of them spoke Russian, and none of us spoke French. The pilots would come to meet us with a translator. Mon capitaine, that's how we called them. And the aircraft were not the Aerocobras we knew, but the Russian Yaks. I think there was some kind of a mix-up and the US hadn't delivered the Aerocobras by that time. During the training, some pilots crashed. I remember one of them very well. His name was Foucault. He was flying maneuvers over the airfield and crashed. The training period was tough. I serviced plane number 16. Its pilot, Yves Mourier, was the second squadron commander. He shot down 4 Nazi planes already, but suddenly got ill. His stress load was excessive, because as the squadron commander he was on missions too often. He suffered from ear bleeding and had to return to France. Our crew was left without a pilot. A few days later we received a new pilot, Georges Henry, a very young man. At the time we were based near Königsberg. The toughest battles we had were there. Henri managed to shoot down 2 planes in one mission on his number 16. Everything seemed to be fine. But suddenly, in broad daylight, around noon, the Germans attacked our airfield. We ran to find cover. But Henri was killed by a direct hit. And again our 16th crew was left without a pilot. Henri died at the very end of the war. We were under German shelling till May 11th, 1945. I have to say our Frenchmen were really good fighters. During the war, the Normandie Niemen fighter wing shot down 273 planes, which is a lot. They lost 40 pilots in action. They used to call us mechanics their guardian angels. They knew we would work all night long to make sure everything was fixed by morning. A flight unit would usually stay on call during the day. As soon as there was a request to escort bombers or an alert on approaching planes, they'd take off immediately. While waiting, pilots would sit in the cockpit reading or napping. In the meantime, we were fixing about everything we could, and that's why they called us their guardian angels.